What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 43 of our Wolves career mode. And I know there have only been like one video a day for a little bit, but I'm kind of just getting to grips with a couple things. And we should be, after Thanksgiving, that Saturday, we should be back to the 2 video a day thing more regularly. But today, we start season 3 here with Wolves. And, you know, last year we won the Champions League right at the end there. But that was it. And we've won the FA Cup before. But maybe it's time we go for the league. I mean, last year we finished 8 points back of Manchester City. Can we, you know, go at them this year? We'll have to see. But, you know, we're going to definitely try our best to, you know, go through and do those things. Now, if we do win the treble or the quadruple or whatever it may be, you know, in this year, this will be our last year. We're kind of going to take it by ear. We're doing currently another season of Leipzig, but not very often do I do that where we've won all the trophies and, you know, not moved on. It happens. But it will not be happening with this one, as Everton have offered Andre Gomez and £20 million for Connor Cody. Connor Cody will not be going anywhere. And today, of course, one of the things we're looking to bring in is a center back. Now, we're looking for a regular, proper center back. Coop Miners is a really good player back there, but we're trying to really upgrade him. We can move Coop Miners forward. That is no issue at all. He can still get his game time, and things won't go a little bit crazy. We've taken a look here at a couple of different names, and here they are. Soyuncu, who was from Leicester, he's at Mönchengladbach right now. Pau Torres, Samuel Umtiti, looking to leave Barca in real life. Maybe we can sway him after winning the Champions League. Diego Carlos, and then Joe Gomez, who I think would be the best option for us. He's a really good FIFA kind of center back. Of course, semi-realistic if Liverpool were to go, you know, for another center back sooner rather than later. So, you know, those are the center backs. If I were to pick an order, I'd go Gomez, Soyuncu, and then probably Diego Carlos, Umtiti, and Torres. I'd probably do it in that order. But Gomez is the guy we're going to look to bring in. Not going to do it just yet, but if we take a look at the squad, there's not too much I want to mess around with it. At the moment, it's a really good spot. Obviously, Coop Miners will be swapped out with a center back, but everywhere else, it's really nice. If we wanted to get a little bit greedy, you know, we maybe could go to Lucas's spot, but Lucas is just 19 or 20. He's an 82 overall already. I really don't want to stunt that development. We're pretty good at striker. At wing, we have Podence, St. Maximin, Traore, Neto. And then we have the youngster Andrade, and Buta can play there as well. At right back, we have 3. At left back, we have 2. We're in a really good spot. If some good bids come in for, you know, some other players here, you know, then maybe we look to, you know, maneuver something there. Like Morgan Gibbs-White. Moutinho is someone we're going to look to sell on. Vinagre looks like he's turned into a pretty decent player here. We might keep him around. It's him and Nuri here, but he's got plenty of pace as well, Vinagre. I'm not going to get rid of him just yet. I know in real life it looks like that may be it, but, you know, we'll see. Saiz may be leaving, so there may be players leaving. We're going to see what we can do. Of, you know, some crazy bids come in, then, you know, we'll move some players on. So let's go ahead and go to our squad hub and make sure it's the players that we might want to see move are on the transfer list. I have Vinagre here. What is he worth? £23 million. Nuri's not someone I want to stunt that development, but having a third option is pretty nice in terms of, you know, the depth of the squad, the depth of the players there. We're going to put Saiz on the list. These are players who I'm willing to let go, not necessarily I'm looking to force out of here. Some of the youngsters here who aren't going to make it. Sanderson, Richards here, he's 20 already. This is one of our kids, I believe, but we'll see on that. And then we'll move into midfield. Kundal can go. He's on the list already. Diallo can go. Moutinho can go. Jordao is out on loan still. This lad can go out on loan. He's on the list. Morgan Gibbs White will add to the list and see. But I kind of like to keep him around. We'll see. But going forward, as I said, if players leave, we'll swap them in and out. Otherwise, it's not really something I'm looking to force through other than, grabbing a center back. Morgan Gibbs White's happy I put him on the list. I'm just looking at options. Moutinho's a bit surprised, but he's not unhappy, which is fine with João Moutinho. So let's go ahead and get a sim on here. Place on available players for this match here. But today we're just doing transfers and, kind of moving through the intro of the season. There won't be any games today as Sevilla beat us 2-0. Not what we'd like. We're going to have to beat Porto to go through now, but it is what it is. Not too worried. We have 157 million pounds in the bank, so I'm not too worried. And we have money to make if we need to. As an offer's coming for Dendoncker. Dendonker's one of those players I'd be willing to move on. Yeah, for like 70 million there. We're gonna see here what happens. Dendonker's a really good player, but Dendonker's third choice at center back, and he's about to be third choice at CDM. Not because of anything crazy, but he's not going to be starting at center back, and I don't particularly love him at CDM unless we're kind of trying to close out games, which, it is what it is. Newcastle have offered £12.5 million for João Moutinho. Just going to delegate that a little bit, see if we can get a little bit more, but moving Moutinho on's okay. And then, who is this? PSG have bid 48 million for Dendoncker as well. He's a really good player, Dendoncker. It's just kind of how things have turned out. Because I kind of want Cody to start. I don't want to... My take on Cody, in real life and in game, is that he's probably not the greatest number one center back, quote unquote. And we could probably upgrade there. And maybe Dendoncker is that player who can, partner. But it's also one of those players in real life where I don't want to upgrade on Connor Cody. Connor Cody's the lifeblood of the club at the moment, and I don't necessarily want to, really replace him. It's a difficult situation. It's just a difficult situation as we've beaten Porto there. And we will be moving on into the next round along with Sevilla. And I believe Roma and Athletic Bilbao as well. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe you guys can let me know how you feel about Connor Cody. Because Connor Cody, as I said, he's one of those players, if you want to move into that upper echelon of teams, maybe he's not the starter at center back. But if you want to be incredibly blunt, you're going to need to move past that and make him maybe third choice in a situation like that. So I don't know. We'll see as we go. Maybe no one will accept those bids. PSG have pulled out. An offer's come in for Gibbs White of 8.2 million. I actually thought we'd get a little bit more for Gibbs White there. We'll see. If that's all we're going to get, then maybe he's not going to grow as much as I thought he would in this game. And then maybe we'll look for another center mid who can come in. If him and Moutinho are going to leave, we might bring in another center mid. We'll see. Offers come in for Guendouzi. Leon have offered Vallejo and 8 million. We're going to go and reject that. It's a pretty good player, Guendouzi. Vallejo is a good center back. It is what it is. But we have Milan in the semi-final here. It's nothing crazy. I'm just hoping no one gets hurt. And as you can see, we have a lot of players swapped out. We lost on pens. St. Maximin missed a penalty, and Lucas missed a penalty. And then for them, Bracalo missed a penalty. but, you know, it is what it is. And we go out in the semifinal. That's okay. Sevilla and Athletic go to... I didn't even see Milan in this group. I said Roma earlier. But it is what it is. So going forward, we'll see. We might have to bring in a midfielder right now, depending on how those situations go with Moutinho and Gibbs-White. Another player who I thought would be a little bit better in this game, or get a little bit better. Maybe he does still, but, you know... but Benfica are prepared to pay 12.4 million for Saiz. I am comfortable with that. He can go. He's been a very, very good servant for us. But unfortunately for him, there are just too many players in front of him now. And I don't want to really hurt his career. We can let him go to a Champions League level club and get a little bit of football as his Connor Cody's development has worked out nicely. He is an 85 overall, as we've said. I mean, it's crazy. In game, he's still pretty good. The only thing I struggle with Connor Cody is the pace, and that'll always be an issue in FIFA in particular. If this were him in real life and he was, you know, obviously better than some of these players, then I wouldn't, you know, it is what it is. An agreement has been made with Tottenham for 52. Moutinho sale agreement. I'm not going to sell Dendoncker for 52. I'll sell Moutinho for 14. Dendoncker will not be going to Tottenham. Okay, so it looks like Moutinho is gone. And it looks like possibly Gibbs-White's about to go as well. And we are going to need ourselves a midfielder. We have plenty of midfielders on the list. Maybe Renato Sanchez? Maybe... Well, the problem with Renato Sanchez is that is a rather large jump. Whoa, come on. This game is always messing about. That's a rather large jump in terms of quality. I wasn't necessarily going to do that. Let's go down. Loftus-Cheek, maybe we can get Loftus-Cheek back in. Not for that kind of money. Let's take a look at the other midfielders we have. Matty Longstaff would probably be a good shout for what we're trying to do. Sander Berge, Sushek, Zakaria, all good players. Harvey Elliott is still only 19. But we're looking for a midfielder who can go forward. So maybe Renato Sanchez is the man. He's only an 82 in this currently. Let's just approach to buy. We might have to offer between 37 million and 37 million. I guess we'll have to offer 37 million, won't we? Bringing Renato Sanchez in. It would fit with the philosophy here, wouldn't it? We'll just offer the 37 million. We have plenty of money. And they are happy with it. And there we go. So we're going to bring in a replacement for... he's going to have to sit on the bench, I guess. We're bringing in a replacement for Moutinho and Morgan Gibbs-White. Just kind of one player at the moment. We're going to, do I dare say rotation? Oh, he was comfortable with rotation. I did not expect for that. I did not expect that at all. 4-year deal. He's comfortable with it. I'll bring him till he's 28. No release clause. Obviously very comfortable with that. And he wants 61K a week. Just going to accept it. Most of the time I just accept these contracts. And it's just going to have to happen that way. So we have bought in a player to replace those two. So perhaps someone's going to have to move off the bench. Let's bring Renato Sanchez up. And then, would it be Vitinha or Rene Adelaide? We'll move Vitinha down. But do I put him ahead of Lucas? Let's take a look at this. Lucas is quicker. Better passer. Yeah, I think we'll keep Lucas in for now. Renato Sanchez is obviously going to get himself some play time, but that is a good signing for us. That seems realistic enough to me. Renato Sanchez at Wolves, the Portuguese connection. And he's revived his career a little bit at Lille. Saiz's move is broken down. An offer's coming for Dendonker again. Sassuolo aren't going to bring in Gibbs White. So I guess we've jumped the gun just a touch, but nothing crazy there. Because Moutinho is going to leave by the looks of it as well. If he doesn't leave, then maybe that's what's done it. An offer's coming for Saiz. 12.5 million this time from Sporting, another Champions League level club over there. And we'll see what happens to him, but we'll see if he just leaves this time. But we're going to go in for Joe Gomez very, very soon. I kind of want to just let this roll just a little bit as Daley Blind has moved to Aston Villa. Offers coming in for Connor Cody from Real Madrid. No, no, no. No, no, no for Connor Cody. Alright, so let's... You know what? Yeah, we're going to wait till the new month. Just assuming nothing crazy happens. Moutinho has been sold, so at least we've swapped one player for another, whether Gibbs White leaves or not, though I would like another midfielder to leave. We'll see who. I'd like to keep Vitinha. He's a pretty good player. I mean, he can still grow a little bit. I don't know how long or far in game he goes. I keep pressing the wrong button is what I've been doing here. But, you know, we'll see. As we have 5 things in the office. Interest in Mikel Moreno, City, Abraham, Sporting could not reach personal terms, and Moutinho has gone. So another team that couldn't reach terms with Saiz. Happens. Premier League wages, those are the things that tend to happen. Happens a little bit more than you would think. As an offer of 10 million has come in for Fiorentina, and I think we're going to delegate that just a touch. And we'll see what Fiorentina say, but they've already offered way more than, no, not way more, £2 million more than what Sassuolo originally offered, so that's a pretty decent start there. And hopefully they don't back off after our $3 million there, as Liverpool have signed Troy Parrott from Tottenham for £4 million. Not too bad, but we should have the Community Shield next episode. I'm not sure when that comes along, but we're going to go after Joe Gomez right now. Let's see if we can bring him in. He's at Dortmund now, and so is Loftus-Cheek, who's just went there. Between 70 and 104 million for Joe Gomez. That's quite a bit. In real life, I do not know how we do about those things yet, but, you know, we'll see. So I guess we'll offer 75. We have the money for this. It's not like the money's an issue. They want 97. Proposed new transfer fee. We'll try 84 and see what they say. They really pushing at that 97. We'll go with 91. They're reasonable with that. That's reasonable. 91 million pounds for Joe Gomez. That is a lot, but he's fulfilled his massive potential here at Dortmund, apparently, because we are offering quite a bit of money for him. We're going to go important. He's going to ask for crucial. Doesn't have to, which is good. If you can always get them just on one less, that's probably really, really good. It's just going to help out in the future. No one's going to get too angry. He only wants £77,000 a week. I'm comfortable. I thought he'd ask for something crazy, but he hasn't. So, with £60 million still left in the bank, we have bought in 2 players, 2 good players, Renato Sanchez, and we also have Joe Gomez, who is coming into the team here. Now, someone has to come off the bench here. It's probably going to be Rene Adelaide. Who do I want to play here? We'll hold on. We'll take a look between Guendouzi and Koopmeiners. Not the quickest, but oh yeah, it has to be Koopmeiners, doesn't it? He's just better in every aspect, essentially, except a little bit of pace. But we'll deal with Koopmeiners, who's moved back up into CDM, which he started at. We moved him back to center back, and now he's moving back up to CDM. And now our center backs, athletically, are a little bit better with Joe Gomez, who should really help us out. Now, we are going to end this episode once we get to our first game. But we're not in the Community Shield, actually. I mentioned that earlier. We are not. We won the Champions League. We should be in the Super Cup. No Community Shield, but a Super Cup. I'm going to ignore all bids for Connor Cody now. I'm just not going to do it. And they keep on bidding 44, 45. That's not going to happen. I know he's 29 in-game, but that's not going to happen right now. So West Ham are coming, and that'll be the end should we get to it. The agreement's been made for $10.2 million for Gibbs White. We are going to accept that. We are going to reject this offer for Manchester City. Now, that might do it in terms of transfers. I'm not sure where else I would go with transfers necessarily. Let me know if you guys feel we should go somewhere else. We have plenty of money, but I just don't want to go crazy in the window here. Maybe if a giant, I mean, even a giant bid coming in for some of these players. I was thinking about Jimenez, but no. But another offer of $40 million has come in for Dendoncker. Doesn't look like he is going to go anywhere. A very good player. Going to play a little bit less this year than he would probably like, but it is what it is. So in the Super Cup, we're going to play Leicester, aren't we? I forgot about that. So next episode, we'll get some games in. West Ham, Leicester, Manchester United. Those will be the 3 games, unless some crazy transfer stuff happens in the middle, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. In peace.